Alright, hello everyone and welcome to another weekend at Loka's. I am of course LokaCola and I'm also being joined by Prentice1215.
Man, I can't believe they made a resurgence map based off of Bobby Kotick's home island. I had that one locked and loaded and ready to go. I was thinking to myself, now what would be a good intro for this? Considering it's gold and you're like pirates and opulence and all this stuff. I'm like, I know, Bobby Kotick. I'm going to play to the crowd here and make a Bobby Kotick joke. That'll work.
Hey, I'm all for those. I mean, I did a video where I badly plastered Bobby Kotick's face.
That was very well done in the worst way possible.
Yeah,
it's like that was the editing in your last couple of videos have been so good, might I add. It's like I've gotten a lot of really good belly laughs out of some of the stuff you put in there. Very good editing.
Yeah, I've been happy with most of them. Although I think right now I'm having a bit of a hard time appreciating it because I am kind of literally in the grind. Because I realized, and also, I suppose this is slightly off topic, but still worth like just even for the viewers, they might have wondered, I tried to plan ahead a little bit, and how far behind I am, and let's see. Okay, where would that put me? Or behind on a lot of stuff, so that made me think.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't have a laptop for months.
Yeah, so I figured, okay, let's do at least the weekdays throughout the summer. That will, I'm still gonna be a bit behind, but not as bad as it would have been if I had done just 3 uploads a week, so that's why you've been spammed with videos. But bringing us back to today, slightly cursed way of framing framing this. We've gotten a new map in Warzone that we're gonna drop into, Fortune's Keep. And I feel like it came almost out of nowhere.
It came so out of nowhere. I was not aware it was actually a thing until one of the YouTubers I watched uploaded a video on it, like a week after it had dropped. And I'm like, wait, what? There's a new resurgence map? What are you talking about? And then I found all the trailers and stuff. I'm like, what the heck? Where did this come from? Because I knew because I saw the videos with like the new season of Vanguard coming out and Vanguard/Warzone coming out, and looking back, I'm like, oh, that was a trailer for the new map, for the new Resurgence map. I just didn't realize it because I just thought it was like a Vanguard map or something. I'm like, oh, weird that they're doing like this Pirates theme for Vanguard. I'm like, oh no, wait, it was for Warzone. Okay.
Yeah,
they didn't telegraph that well enough.
Yeah, even when they did like some sort of vague teasing that I thought was a little odd, like even then I was like, hang on a second, why and where is this coming from? I don't understand.
See, I saw that. I even saw that, and I still didn't clue in.
Yeah, because it was incredibly vague, and then when it started, like, oh, there actually seems like we're gonna get a new map. I was a little bit like, okay, hold on, why is this happening? Considering we know Warzone 2 is coming out later this year, and it's essentially gonna be a reset button. So I don't understand why they're making... Well, first of all, why they're adding a new map at this point. And then second, it seemed that, oh, okay, there's gonna be another smaller map, but is it gonna replace Rebirth Island? Considering the logic... If we look at
with Verdansk and Caldera, yeah.
And even that one was incredibly odd, considering, I mean, it's only been months since they did a whole big deal out of making Rebirth a bit different.
Again.
Yeah, and making a whole event out of it that ran for almost a month or something.
Which I guess I missed.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it really was just kind of drip feeding some of the modes and features, really. Like Resurgence solo is a thing.
Oh, really?
And Payload on Rebirth. And oh, what was the final one? Blood Money. And then
oh gosh, I totally forgot about Blood Money being a thing.
And then in between them, there were things like, oh, here's some new additions, like this. I forget what they're called, but you can trade station where you can trade in your weapon for a slightly worse one, but you'll get some rewards out of it. Like kill streaks and stuff like that. But that's kind of besides the point. Like even though it's like, okay, they made a whole big deal out of that, and out of the reinforced rebirth. Like, why are they gonna just nuke it from orbit? Like they did with Verdansk. And as it turns out, it's not actually completely gone. From my understanding, it seems that they're gonna rotate the maps.
Well, I was on the menu. It looked like that there actually is that Rebirth Island is actually still on there.
Yeah.
In the application.
Yeah, this week it is.
Oh, this week it is. Okay.
Last week, Rebirth wasn't there, and I can only assume that they're gonna rotate them week by week or something like that. And that made me thinking a little bit, considering, you know, we've talked about this last time we played Warzone, how much we miss Verdansk in comparison. Oh man, I managed to get in, but I still got down. Of how much we miss Verdansk as opposed over Caldera. And there was an interesting thing a while back, some developer comment. I don't remember, I forget, was in some sort of live stream where some Warzone developer said something about like, oh, Verdansk is gonna come back to Warzone at some point. And then...
How many cluster strikes did they call in?
All of them, it seems. And then that particular comment was edited out or something. So it's a little bit like, okay, maybe this is just complete theorizing and speculating from my part, but I kind of almost wonder if they're doing this as a test to see if it works to rotate maps, you know, on a bit of a weekly basis or something, or even running them alongside like they're doing this week, and then potentially we might see, or we could see Verdansk getting back. It's like, okay, you will get it back, assuming they manage to make it work, which I can't say I'm really confident in at this point, since, I mean, considering how bloated this game has become, and that's also one of those things that have been mentioned as to why, at least previously, why they couldn't have Verdansk and Caldera at the same time. Something with limitations and having to download assets every time or something weird like that. Which, I mean, I'm not a game developer, I have no clue how those things work. Oh, I better get out of here.
Something that Now this would be interesting. Is if he's behind me the whole time. I hate that. Okay, that was dumb. It would be interesting. Is it's going to return to Warzone if they put Verdansk into Warzone 2, and it comes out with so Warzone 2 launches with Verdansk initially, and then like a month after, then we get the new map. So it's something familiar for everyone to kind of get acquainted with the new mechanics and stuff with Warzone 2, that whatever might be introduced, and then after that, it's like, all right, then then it'll be like options of Verdansk and whatever the new map is, and you can and either it'll be random every time you load in, or and it'll either just be totally random, or whenever you just load up Battle Royale, it's like, okay, which map will we get? Kind of like PUBG, or you'll have playlist options.
On me.
I don't know where the entrances and exits are.
That's fair. Of course, that is just a theory. A game theory. Oh man. He got you too.
Well, I probably would have been able to get him, except I had no idea where any of the exits and entrances were, so I'm like, I don't know where to predict where this guy's coming from, because I think I actually landed more shots than he did in a shorter amount of time, but he hit me so intermittently because I'm like, I don't know which direction to turn.
Oh boy. Oh no, not while I'm getting my load out. I will say, I know I shouldn't feel this way, but every time I get killed by someone that uses Modern Warfare weapons, I actually get a little happy. It's like, oh, I'm actually happy to see people are still using the Modern Warfare weapons. Oh boy.
Come on.
Oh man.
The gas got me.
Gas.
Oh, and our rando just left.
Ooh. So, how much time have you put into Fortune's Keep thus far?
How long was that match?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so because when we were setting this up, I did mention, oh good, that'll give me time to, like maybe try it out. That ended up not happening because I was trying to get a video ready for today, and so I spent all my time editing that, and then of course, I did not get the video done and ready for today. So, so I'm like, well, gee, if I had, since I wouldn't, it's like, I should have realized that I wasn't going to be able to get this done, and I should have, excuse me, and I should have played a little bit of Fortune's Keep first instead, so I could have at least some early impressions going into it. But I was like, oh well, I at least gave it the good old college try, trying to get that video done. But oh well.
It was worth the effort. I also know that feel.
Yeah, because today is the 15th anniversary of the first live-action Transformers film hitting theaters back in 2007. So that's the movie that got me into the franchise, and also really just kind of reaffirmed my love for like movies in general. That it's like that idea of watching something and just being blown away by it, You know, it's like there's very few moments I could think in my life watching like a movie and being just blown away by it, like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. And Transformers is one of those movies just because I'd never seen anything like it before. So I wanted to have a stop motion video out today to commemorate that, but alas, did not happen. It'll probably be Friday instead. So I mean, it's in the time frame. So
I mean, that's good at least.
Yeah, it'll be in the time frame. So it's like it's just I got like all the production work on it done. I just needed to finish up the editing, and I'm like, yeah, and it's like because I looked at my schedule. I'm like, I could probably maybe get this done. I'm like, oh well, hold on. By the time I get off work on Saturday and go to lunch with my grandparents like usual and everything, by the time I'm done, that's going to be this time, which means I have to go to bed. And then if I go to bed, then I'm not going to have time to edit that and get it done. And if I could stay up, but if I stay up and edit it and get it done, then I'm not going to get any sleep, and then I'm going to go to work with absolutely no sleep, and I'll probably fall asleep at work. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? So I gotta head to curse you, actual paying job, ruin it. Yeah, and then I'm like, well, I mean, could I maybe postpone the game night, go to sleep, and everything? I'm like, well, no, because there's enough that needs to be done on it that's probably not gonna get it up Friday instead. So yeah, I've had 5 minutes of game time on Fortune's Keep or whatever they're calling this. So,
all right.
Short.
Yeah, on the bright side, I guess that means we'll get live first impressions from you.
Yes.
I'm probably gonna say most of my, well, not that I really have that many thoughts about this map. Of what I've been playing, I've actually been enjoying this map. At least of what I think I've actually ended up playing quite a bit. But it kind of has that Rebirth Island feeling to it, while also being quite different. Especially the town area, which I think we're gonna have to drop into.
We spent like the entire time in it.
Yeah, and we get a weird circle, although I suppose that outskirts will work. But like that town area, there's like a lot more verticality than I really anticipated. And I'm gonna sum up that part of the map at least with this very, very thoughtful and thought-provoking quote. Parkour! 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 Parkour!
Yes.
You can do better than that.
Parkour!
Oh,
yes. Hardcore parkour! Yes, exactly. Oh, I just landed like completely away from you guys.
Oh, yeah, you're way over there.
That is on me. You said we're probably gonna have to land in town, so I thought at least you and I would land in town. But nah, you actually followed the pack. I'm the lone wolf here, so.
The Lord's gun.
Enemy radar jammer detected in your area. Reinforcements are on the way.
Oscar Mike, never mind.
Contact.
Enemy UAV active. Contract complete. All supply boxes found.
Okay, I have found a cave system. I'm assuming this is where you are.
I am indeed in a cave system.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Oh, you're right above me. I see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find my way in.
Outside.
Like, where?
Spotted an enemy
I'm
radar
still
jammer in
above
your
you.
area. Objective is to eliminate the bounty target.
Okay.
Gas is
I
moving.
think I've maybe found my way down to you now.
Allied cluster strike
Maybe.
target. Enemy
Okay, now you're above me.
Safe.
Oh,
Oh man.
Here's their rally point.
Ooh, I have mine. Let's drop it there. See if they'll take the bait.
Redeploying.
that one's not suppressed. Okay. I'm stuck on geometry. Oh no! There's two of them! I didn't realize that was a flanking route.
I downed one. Ooh, got both of them.
Squad member is
Oh, okay.
Heavy loadout drop on the way.
Ah. Oh, I'm an idiot. I suppose they rest themselves.
Ah.
And I had another one with them.
You're back in the action. Bounty target is down. Marvelous. Only 25 remain. Squad member is redeploying.
Where is this guy?
No, 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 no! Ah! My parachutes don't like me in Vanguard.
Oh!
You were one of 25 left.
They were literally camping in a corner and I didn't see him.
I should have been alive. I'm just gonna put on record. But remember last time we played this and my
Yep.
parachute didn't... Yeah, that happened again.
Yeah, you
It's
said
like-
that and I immediately got flashbacks to that.
I mean, the little thing popped up. I will say, last time, the open parachute icon never appeared on screen. This time it did. I still hit the button, nothing happened, and I just went splat. So, progress? Maybe?
Question mark?
Because our loadout drop was right there. So my plan was to drop down, pick up my loadout, meet up with you guys, and hopefully pincer that team that was camping in the caves. But no, the game said, nah, you guys are done. You're just gonna go... The forces of gravity are too much. Captain Price has had one too many burgers. He weighs a little too much for the parachute to work. You're just gonna go splat. So revisiting the question of, what are your thoughts on Fortune's Gate so far? It's like, well, my parachute didn't open, so that's not really...
0 out of 10.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, maybe that's just me not timing things properly, because it is weird that since we had the turnover to Vanguard, that's happened to me a couple times, though, where I don't really remember that happening, like, at all. before, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just not remembering properly because this game's been out like 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's weird how long it's been out at this point. In a way.
Oh, for the simple days of when it was just Modern Warfare related. But that's okay. Warzone 2 is coming out. We're getting that hard reset. Yay! You know, it's really so concerning that. It's been really interesting listening to a lot of discourse online and people kind of... Because there's been some people that don't like the fact that Warzone 2 is going to be a thing and it's going to be a hard reset and you're going to lose all your skins and stuff. And, you know, it's like you're going to lose all your progress. It's like, you know, people have put money into buying these skins and stuff. And I've just kind of like, well, haven't people always put money into buying skins and stuff with Call of Duty and yet they come up with a new one every year where that stuff gets taken away anyway? So why is suddenly them doing that an issue when they've done it in the past? Because it can't have never been an issue and then suddenly it is an issue. I feel like it's either a... Not to be a Sith only deals in absolutes here, but... but I mean, I just... Yeah, it's like... I mean, I didn't really... Maybe everyone just kind of shrugged their shoulders and was like, well, that's the way it is. And then when they introduced Battle Royale, and, you know... Warzone, which is, you know, a multi-year thing and progress carries over, everyone's like, oh, they've changed. And so now they come to expect something else. And when they do the hard reset, that's maybe now where the consternation comes from.
Yeah, that's my assumption anyway, that, you know, that, I mean, yeah, as you said, this has really been how COD has been handled ever since they got annualized, although I suppose in this regard we're talking more skins and whatnot, but progress I suppose has always been a thing. But the fact that they have done this different thing where, you know, you do get to keep all your stuff and your progress, and that's been the case for the last few years. I think that's probably, I would assume anyway, because otherwise it's just, well, that's always been a thing, you know, going from game to game. It's always a complete reset. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I am a little miffed. I won't be able to run around in Warzone 2 as John McClane, but it's not a deal breaker for me.
Well, and the thing with me is one of the reasons I don't really particularly care that they're doing the hard reset is that I'm assuming, at the very least, I mean, we have nothing to really confirm this, but just based on, you know, what the story is and everything going into the campaign, I'm assuming that the Price, Ghost, Soap, Gaz skins that I would maybe want to play as are probably going to be there from the get-go. I would maybe assume.
Or released in some fashion.
After, yeah. So I mean, they'll be there.
Dropping into the enemy sighted.
Okay, is that maybe a little bit rude putting a cluster strike on that one tower with the sniper?
No, I think it's justifiable. He shot me after all.
Okay, yeah, then no, that's fair game. No one shoots the Swede and gets away with it.
Yep.
Engaging shooter. Allied cluster strike arriving. Squad member is redeployed.
And even then, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if at least some of the stuff might get released back in some way. At least as you... Ow, oh boy. I got flanked. Assuming they actually do it the right way this time, I'm gonna... I can only hope that Warzone 2, while it may follow, like tag along where the story and content is going in the other games, that it is slightly more standalone in some sense. So I wouldn't be too surprised if some of this stuff returned. some shape or form that would be just for Warzone 2.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
I mean, in some ways, like we talked last time we played Warzone. Oh, good thing that was our rando. Otherwise, I would have been dead.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
I mean, like,
Enemy
even at this point, I mean, it's pretty clear that Vanguard is getting left by the wayside. And if it weren't for the fact that it just happened to be connected with Warzone, like, I'm not sure Vanguard would get much more than it's already getting. I mean, like the whole Godzilla versus Kong thing. That's just okay. It's all Warzone centered, and the only
I mean, you
thing,
got the skins and the regular multiplayer, but yeah, that was like it.
yeah, sure, but that was like about it. Plus, I suppose that one map that kind of like, okay, it's themed around as a movie set, so I guess it's something, but it wasn't really connected. It wasn't explicitly connected to the rest of the thing, and it's kind of the same thing right now, where they have some sort of like, oh, you know, check out Fortune's Keep, play this event, you'll get some stuff, and again there is a crossover equivalent to Vanguard. It's just, yeah, it's just usual business over there.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
And even comparing the amount of content Vanguard gets, like comparing that with Modern Warfare and even Cold War, I mean that one they definitely kept up with still, because I guess it wasn't doing Modern Warfare 2019 levels, but it was still doing really well.
Yeah. Can you crawl down on the roof over to me? I'm like right underneath you.
I'm on my way. Here we go.
I've got you.
Oh, or the rando will get you, but I mean, hey, that works.
At least, as long as someone revives me, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I'll be fine, damn it.
I mean, like these last 2 seasons have been borderline depressing. Watching Vanguard, where it's like, oh, they get one map at the start of the season, and then a map in the mid-season update, and that's it. I mean,
I feel like Modern Warfare seasons we were getting like 3 maps.
Yeah, and it's saying something when the road maps, where a good chunk of them are filled with, you know, oh, here are some new bombs.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the what I've seen being dubbed as Rose 3.0 skin?
No, I haven't. Well, actually, hold on. Maybe I have. I just don't. You know, you're gonna have to remind me.
Got movement.
I don't think I've seen anyone with it today, but I've seen it. Well, actually, it was only added like the last day or so. But it's one that
You're being tracked by an enemy team. Tread carefully.
looks way more futuristic than it maybe should be.
Enemies in the area.
Stay vigilant. Resurgence window is about to close. Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
Okay, this thing hits pretty hard. Whatever the heck I've got right now.
Gas is right on your tail.
In fact, I can't tell even by looking at it. Makes me wonder.
NZ41.
Oh, okay, that one.
Reinforcements are on the way.
We're not all here. Regroup in a safe zone.
Because that guy was shooting at us, and I returned fire, and it was just a laser beam. I cracked him like almost immediately.
Moving.
The rate of fire was a little slower than maybe I would like, but I mean, you know, like every shot hit, like pinpoint accurate. So it's like, hey, if that's the trade-off you gotta have, maybe I'll take it.
I heard some door being bashed open.
Yeah, I did
was
too.
that...
But our blueberries running around.
Yeah,
doing stuff.
that probably was him.
But the circle's closing in like right next to us, so there could be squads pushing up.
Reinforcement disabled.
Oh, I just heard someone get revived like close to us because I heard the little shing noise. So.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Oh, there are people dropping in at least. Can I get them? Ooh, I downed with them. Although I think they crawled out of range.
Enemies in the area. Enemies in the area.
Cracked him. He's hurt.
See, I'm gonna toss a frag. Ooh! I downed him!
Hold on. Molotov out. Yes! I burned him. I hurt him a little bit. I got an assist.
Nice! Ooh, I saw one guy go into there. Oh, was now on the second floor. Oh boy.
Gas is right on your tail.
Cracked him.
Hostile spotted.
Oh, he's dead. Or was it an... No, it must have been another guy.
Oh, someone just got revived.
Ooh, yeah, he's buying back. He bought back his friend.
Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Well, I've got the perfect little perch just outside of the gas station. He lands on the balcony and tries to run in. Ooh. 5 squads left. Alright. I still have my self-revive too. I haven't even died yet.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Allied precision airstrike incoming. Be aware. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
I think I've got like room to jump over to this ledge without really even... Yes! I'd never even touched the gas.
Nice.
An enemy team is hunting you.
Oh, they are like right on top of us. Or actually, we're probably on top of them. They're probably... Oh, across the way, across the way.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah, I see him. Cracked him. Or one of them at least.
Cracked another. I'm moving.
Coming after you.
Bumping up through the building. Oh yeah, see, I love being able to run in through all of these rooms and stuff. This feels like Modern Warfare design philosophy, which I like.
Yeah, I think that's why I've been enjoying this map, because it doesn't seem...
It feels like a real urban environment.
Yeah. And it really takes advantage of that.
Ooh, trophy system. Want that. Come on, mate.
Whoa!
Cracked.
Oh! I
Dead.
think someone hit me
In
with
the-
a rocket.
In the gas, in the gas. Here, I'm coming to get you. Oh, those are 2 bouncing betties. Like right there.
Ooh! Good thing I didn't crawl down there.
Alright, move back to the building.
I just got an elimination.
I'm refilling my armor.
Same.
Alright, 6 seconds on my bounty.
Loading. Oh, I have very little ammo left.
Only coming in.
You're safe. got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. You're losing ground. Move
We have
it.
a long way to go. Let's move.
Ooh, a ladder.
It's coming from the street. 4 squads, 7 people, so that's probably like
Ooh,
itty
find
bitty
me.
little. Whoa! He's got collie sticks. He's really moving. Sorry, I had to go. The gas is like right here.
Yeah. You had no shot.
Oh! Everyone died to the gas and I was outside of it! Let's go! Everyone died to the gas except me. That's one way to win. I was just running to get clear and I just heard ah!
Oh, that's one way to win.
Yep. That guy, I was really worried there for a second because the guy that downed you had collie sticks and just rushed past me.
I just saw how I rushed in after he downed me and I was like, oh boy.
He was like, I am going to confirm this kill no matter what, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Did you even die, or did you manage to survive long enough for us to win?
I got killed by the gas.
Okay, I didn't know if the gas got you or not.
Oh wow, not even an hour in, then you've already gotten your first win.
Yeah. And I never died that round either, because I still had myself revive when we won, so...
Oh, that's awesome.
We did play it a little safe, granted. I mean, we didn't pick a whole lot of fights, and we kind of stuck around the buildings and used them well,
Yeah.
but I mean...
Yeah, it wasn't a typical Resurgence experience, I suppose, but I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily super important.
Well, we didn't really camp either. I mean, we stayed in, like, that second building a little while, but I mean, we moved around to, like, 2 or 3 different buildings. So, I mean, I think that's just us using the terrain to our advantage.
Yep.
Because, like, a lot of campers will just, like, sit in the exact same place for 20 minutes, so...
Yeah, and that's no fun.
Like ATC control tower
Mm-hmm.
on Verdansk. It's like, the fact that they never added even a ladder. Just, I could not believe that they never even added a ladder to that. It's like, come on. I mean, they might as well put a campfire in there.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't do that when they added those little Rambo camps throughout the map.
Oh, yes, that would have been, like, perfect.
Check weapons and gear. You got time before deployment. Hostile dropping into the
I love
area.
how sweaty some of these people are. They are drop shotting in
Yeah.
the warm-up.
I mean, I suppose they are trying to get warmed up, but still, it's just like, geez, calm
Come
down
on.
a little.
Yeah.
Enemy soldier nearby.
I feel like this map is definitely bigger than Rebirth.
It feels bigger. I'm pretty sure there is a comparison comparing the actual map,
So, yeah,
but I don't
yeah.
I know I've seen it, but I legitimately can't remember how they compared. But it does feel bigger than Rebirth.
See, sometimes when it comes to like map comparison charts or whatever, I don't always trust them because if you edit it just right, it's like I mean it's a Photoshop basically. So there is no basically it is Photoshop. So I mean you can really size it. I mean you can take Rust and make that look like a giant map and make it look like Verdansk is inside Rust if you really want to do that. Which is it's actually the inverse of what those maps are. So I mean I don't always necessarily trust those unless I would trust them when they were like in the Primus strategy guides from way back in the day. I don't know if you guys got those over in Sweden.
Yeah, we had. Yeah, we had them.
Okay, I never bought any, but you walk into GameStop or whatever, and it was always fun to like just flip through them and see, and it's like, oh hey, it's the Modern Warfare 3 strategy guide. I wonder what they've got in here, and it's like, yep, here's a bunch of stuff that I figured out on my own months ago. So, but it's fun to see like the fact that someone took time to like write up an actual like strategy for this map. And it's like, be cautious of the middle lane on Dome because there's verticality, it goes into the big building and stuff, so it's like people can flank around and stuff like I mean you figure that out just by playing, but I mean it's nice that there's at least someone actually took time to like write it up and stuff.
The only thing I can say for certain with this map compared with Rebirth is that it definitely has a lot more open areas, and I think that.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of people just parachuting out of the same area. It's just saying it's got more open areas. I'm like, yep, I can tell.
Yeah. Where, again, no clue how the actual size compares. But if we assume they are around the same size, like it just having all these more open areas does make it feel bigger. Since Rebirth is a lot closed in with all the buildings fairly close to each other, and there isn't really a lot of open space, and the open space that exists aren't that big.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Mark the target.
Ow! Ow!
Ooh, ow! Ow!
Mark the target.
Enemy UAV active. Under heavy fire here. Bounty target is down.
Oh boy.
Marvelous.
I saw the squad that took our bounty. They moved in. They really moved in. Like a pack of velociraptors or something like that.
Nice.
Gas is inbound.
They always attack from the sides.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah, they're still.
Is it from the lighthouse?
No, not. It's not coming from the lighthouse. It's coming from. Oh my gosh.
Ah, what? Oh, they're on the roof.
Yeah. Ow. And I would try to fight back, but all I've got is a submachine gun and a pistol, so I'm not exactly built for range right now.
Yeah, no.
We're returning you to the front lines. Go get them.
Oh, and I just total cluster strike. Okay.
Let's see if I can get a bird eyes view on this.
Ah, what?
I'm the UAV at home.
The cluster got me through the building. I'm so aggravated.
Oh, there's a guy coming towards your building.
Yeah, I've got him.
Another guy coming. Oh no.
No! Ah! I think these are two different squads. No, it was the same squad. Dang it. Yeah, talking about a pack of velociraptors.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really have any good loot anyway, so...
Allied precision airstrike. Here we go again.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to go for that loadout after all.
Yeah, no, don't. Took fire from that same squad and then got taken out by the squad in the
Ow.
lighthouse.
Well, I just stole the loadout from one of the guys that was shooting
Nice.
at us, so I've got stuff at least now.
Ooh, watch out, there are AI soldiers around that chopper.
Whoa, this thing's got kick. Ah! Oh, I downed him! How did I do that?
Nice.
I think the last shot hit him as he was dropping down, so I'm kind of surprised that worked.
Reinforcements are on the way.
Ow, ow.
That was the actual guy, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it was the same guy that took me out earlier.
Resurging. Go get your revenge.
Shoot. Ah! No, I broke his armor at least.
Oh boy.
Dropping into the AO. Gas is inbound.
I'm just gonna hide in this bush.
Probably a good idea.
We're engaged.
At this point, everyone's pretty much got their loadout, so...
Are adjusted.
Yeah, you got people like all around you. You're not
Yep.
going to do anything for that in 1911.
Nope.
One of your allies is back in the game. Reinforcements are on the way. Enemy radar jammer detected in your area. Resurgence is about to end. Keep your head on a swivel.
Hey, careful with that thing.
Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
Oh man, that was close.
Gas is right on your tail.
I think it may be clear actually.
It's not clear by purple. He's about to get rushed.
Enemy soldier nearby. There are 24 enemies active. Kill them all.
Alright, I'm getting some stuff at the very least. Oh no. Oh, come on, let me up, let me up. Oh boy, I don't like this.
No longer available. Make your actions count. Gas is moving in. New safe zone.
The bastards are shooting and tossing a frag out!
I can't tell if they spotted me or if they're shooting at another squad. Oh, they're shooting at another squad. Although I think they've discovered me.
Yeah, they're moving your way. I just saw one of them.
One just jumped into my frame and
Yeah, I saw
lasered
him
me
moving
down.
that direction towards you. No! Ah!
You are one of 25 left. Learn from the loss and come back stronger.
I killed one of them at least.
Setting a mine.
That's something.
Also, I find it just slightly off-putting that, like, the new announcer guy basically says the exact same thing as the old ones from Modern Warfare, but, like, they changed up, like, 2 words.
Yeah.
Because, like, used to it was like, you lost that round, but we'll be back, you know, you lost that you lost that round, but we'll be back to finish the job. And now it's like, you lost that one, now we'll be back to finish the war. It's like, congratulations, you changed 2 words. That really makes it different now. Sledgehammer, I believe that is what they call, what's the word? Plagiarism? They're owned by the same company. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm also surprised they even bothered to change out the announcer, since they didn't do that when
For Cold War.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is that they changed out the announcer, but they replaced him with someone that's basically identical.
Yeah.
Because he's not really all... He said... I didn't think... The one from Modern Warfare was serious, and but for some reason they decided to change him out with someone that sounds like a movie character, like a gruff and tough. But, well, I mean, I guess that's the direction Vanguard went in, so I guess it makes sense.
And it's probably to make things more on par with the multiplayer experience, because it's the same announcer there, and he's also Captain Butcher, who is like the one that founded the Vanguard. So I guess.
Okay, so is this person in our squad? Is this the new Rose you're talking about?
I haven't loaded in yet. Is it?
Well, I mean, we're on the walking. I didn't see any pink, but it basically looked like a robot lady. It kind of had a little bit of almost a Snake Eyes mask to it. I mean, it's like we're all walking.
I think that's the one.
Okay, then I can see with them. Like, I mean, I thought you meant like Rose 3.0, as in it's a dark skin that's going to be hard to see in certain areas that they're going to need to nerf. Not that they literally made a new Rose skin, basically, at all. In essence.
I mean,
wow.
and
it does kind of look futuristic for a World War II game. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's probably it.
My response to that would have been yes, because it seems that it is. At least based on what I've seen from internet and such.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. I think it's maybe.
Now you fight a real enemy.
I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see it here in the opening little helicopter shot. So. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
here's
Back
yeah.
there, yeah.
There is pink on it. You're right. Or like neon purple or something. It's like,
Yeah.
what the heck is that? That is not World War II at all. Come on, it is rose, basically.
Yeah. So, speaking of, I suppose, if we can ask ourselves whether Vanguard is a World War II game, because I didn't actually realize this until this season, but they're actually moving the timeline slightly forwards. Since
I think I noticed that in the cutscene.
Yeah, because now we're in the 70s in the story wise.
Did it move that far up? Oh my gosh.
So here's the thing. Apparently, season 3 moved it up to the 50s, and
oh my gosh.
But I figured that because it was on that at least in terms of Vanguard, that it was on that new map, and it was like, oh, it's set in 1950, whichever year the original Godzilla movie came out. But I was like, oh, okay, well, it was one of those, well, it's not that far away, and even still it seems, or at least it kind of seemed like it was more as a reference rather than necessarily something
purposefully done for the story.
Yeah, and then like suddenly I'm watching this cinematics for season 4 and like, hang on a second, why is there a downed helicopter? And they're like, okay, we're in the 70s now,
and
they're shooting at each other.
And it's not even the weird kind of, World War II helicopter that they put in like Firestorm and Battlefield 5 or anything. I mean, like, no, that's a Vietnam War era Huey.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's going on here?
And I'm pretty sure some of the weapons they've added recently have also been a little bit newer compared with the World War. And I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know what to make of this anymore, because I know there were some things they said prior to launch about how Vanguard, while set in World War II, wouldn't necessarily be, or that they wouldn't be completely beholden to it, that they could make things a little different. But I figured that was more in terms of, oh, maybe we'll add something that might not be as historically accurate as it maybe is.
Yeah, that's their excuse to do whatever the heck they want.
Yeah, which
in terms of guns and being in certain areas or whatever.
I mean, I always found that a bit okay. I mean, that's one way to make things a little different from your last game, and that okay, you are taking a bit more liberties, but at least they state that okay, this is the direction we're taking this. I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm fine with that if they state as much that oh we're. I think the term.
It's like when Sucker Punch was making Ghost of Tsushima, and they went, yeah, no, if you're looking for historical accuracy here, you're not going to get it. We're mixing and matching things so that way everything looks cool.
Yeah. I think the term they even used for Vanguard when they was marketing was that it was more of a historically inspired game as opposed to.
Oh gosh, that. I don't know about that, because I just feel like that's an excuse to let history nerds just absolutely rip you apart.
Yeah, yeah. But I think in their defense, it was more in terms of comparing it with, or comparing Vanguard with COD World War II, where with our last game we went for a more traditional kind of Band of Brother-esque portrayal that is classic and everything. This time we wanted to do something a little different, more historically inspired and such, which and then based on the wordings I figured that okay, if we assume Vanguard would become a series, that it wouldn't necessarily be a World War II specific series. They could kind of be whatever they wanted to do with it. I didn't figure that would be the case of, oh, we're just gonna move the timeline ahead for of what's happening in this game, because now it's like, okay, most of the content is supposed to be centered around the World War II, but now we're getting stuff that go beyond it, which if it was at least closer in time to say the 50s, I mean, again, last season was apparently in the 50s. I think like no one would have really noticed, and I don't think the differences would have been that big. But now we're
Here, look,
suddenly
look, I'm right above you.
yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
friendly. All right, never mind.
But now we're suddenly
Woods.
in the 70s, and it's like, okay, I don't even know what's going on. And on
Yeah.
top of that, the story is just going completely wild, where I don't know,
They've
it
had
seems...
Godzilla and King Kong in the canon, so...
Well, that and the fact that now the Vanguard are fighting amongst themselves for gold?
For money.
I don't understand what's happening anymore. It's like,
well, I mean, hey, you said, if they try to make Vanguard a series, and then in my head, I just saw Rourke from Ghosts magically appear on that beach and go, there aren't gonna be any ghosts.
I mean, I've figured
It's like,
that
because that's
probably...
worked out so well before.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm surprised that Vanguard is probably not gonna become a series, but it was just a case of, okay, if it is, then I could see that maybe, say, a sequel might be set in a different time frame or something like that.
Ow.
But no, when it was like, I felt it was pretty clear fairly early on. Okay, yeah, no, it's the curse of Sledgehammer. They always get to make a first game in a series. Although
and never a last.
Yeah. Although I suppose
Infinity Ward had some stops and starts there too, but I mean, at least Infinite Warfare at least could definitely be a one-off, and Ghost was just a poor decision all in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I think they even stated that they did actually pretty much plan out a trilogy for Infinite Warfare, but decided to truncate it into one game, which I feel
that explains so much.
Yeah, which I can see why, because Activision probably saw the reactions coming and were like, yeah, let's just do this thing and then do something else. we
Go back to Modern Warfare, please.
Yeah. I mean
rehire some of those old employees and.
I mean that was probably why we even got the remaster to begin with. Like they saw that coming from a mile away. Like, this is gonna be rough.
Allied precision airstrike. Enemy UAV active. Contract time expired.
Now I suppose you could say that, in a sense, Vanguard is to World War II, if only because it's set in
because it's got the one character in it.
Yeah, the one.
Isn't Sergeant Butcher or whatever his name is? Isn't he from World War II as well?
Yeah, but he's a bit of an odd one since he never appeared in the campaign. He only started appearing in the multiplayer, and not even when it first came out. More when they started doing post-launch stuff. And now there is another character that is slightly more direct. I forget his name in World War II, but he, and I feel a little bad for saying this, but he's the one black guy. Howard, that's his name. It immediately came back to me after I'm like, man, I feel bad for only being able to refer to him as the black guy, and then I immediately remember his name. But his cousin or brother, I forget which one, shows up in Vanguard, which was a little...
really?
Oh, okay. Which is also a bit of a fun callback, since Howard was originally supposed to be a callback to an Advanced Warfare character called Cormac. They're even played by the same actors and have the same voice and everything. And I know at some point that they said that, oh, we're looking at Cormac as kind of our Captain Price type character, in that we're gonna like
Put
he's
him
gonna
in everything, kind of.
yeah, he's gonna be in all of our games. But then they, for whatever reason, decided to change his name in World War II. But I guess they're still going with it, since Howard is, or his brother at least, or cousin, or whatever, is in Vanguard.
Allied cluster strike arriving.
But that's. But even then, that's stretching
Oh, I got
it
one. Yes.
as like, oh, is Vanguard a sequel to World War II? Well, it's a bit of a stretch. And that makes me. It kind of puts me back in terms of, and I know this is very much into the future, but that also, I feel like it puts all of us back on like square one. Like, okay, assuming they don't just outright take Sledgehammer away from COD, which I think, based on the leaks, and speaking of leaks, I don't know if you saw that really big leak that came like the other day.
I don't know what you're referring to, so I'm going to say that's a no.
Okay, but I'm just gonna finish up with the whole Sledgehammer thing. Is that okay? Like, I suppose it's put us back into square one when they make, you know, their next game, because it does seem that they will be in charge for yet another game. It's like, what is it even gonna be this time?
Who will? Sledgehammer?
Yeah, Sledgehammer.
Oh, okay.
In 2025, I would assume. But now to this big leak. So we've gotten some Modern Warfare 2 leaks and Treyarch leaks because of the Warzone mobile alpha.
Oh.
Don't ask me how. I think it's probably something to do with that now everything is on the same engine. So it seems that, well, I guess we're gonna get more leaks or something, or at least things are gonna leak easier. I say huge leak. I mean, it is huge in the sense that, oh, there's a lot of little things, a lot of different file references to Modern Warfare 2 that have been seen, and this DMC mode that is gonna be a thing apparently. Some bits for the next Treyarch game, although mostly concept art. And that is pretty much the leak, in that, oh, there's like some file references to perks in Modern Warfare 2 and concept art for the next Treyarch game. So it's not necessarily a huge leak in terms of the amount of information. It's just that, okay, we got like leaks for the next 2 games, including this DMC mode, through the weirdest way possible at the same time. So it's an odd one.
So, but are the leaks like confirming if they're going to take a year off or not?
I don't think those leaks are confirming if they're gonna take a year off, but a lot of the rumors are suggesting that they are gonna do it, or take a year off next year. But then after that, it seems that they're gonna be back on the, release a game every year.
I think that would make sense, because that would get them back on their regularly scheduled programming, really, because it's like I've been saying for a while, Sledgehammer kind of screwed everything up and really is really what got their thing off the rails by being taken off of what ended up being Cold War.
Yeah.
And if they hadn't done that, then again, I don't know if we would have this whole Microsoft buying Activision thing at all. Because maybe there would have been there would have been. I'm sure the Bobby Kotick thing and all of that stuff probably would have still happened, but I don't. Because because if the COD train was still running smoothly, I mean, maybe we would have like Spyro 4 or something by this point, or Crash Nitro Fueled 2 or something like that, and they'd be pumping out more of these sequels to these older games that are being lovingly recreated by like by Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions and stuff like that. So, but I mean, that's a definite what if scenario. So,
yeah,
I think taking a year off this year to kind of get things back on track makes sense. But I'm still in the I'll believe it when I see it camp.
I mean, yeah, same. And even then, there's the whole question of, okay, they're taking, again, based on rumors that, so take it all with a grain of salt, but they're seemingly only taking a year off. Well, as stated, this one time, and also from...
to get things back in order, and then they're going right back to what they've always done. So yeah,
and also specifically from premium releases, because apparently instead of the next Treyarch game coming out next, or the next premium Treyarch game, I should say, they're instead gonna take that year off, have a year 2 for Modern Warfare 2, which still miffed that we didn't get a proper year 2 from 2019, but
yeah, because if there's
late than never.
We're gonna beat this dead horse in the ground. But if there was ever a time to do that, it was in 2020 during the pandemic.
Yeah,
should have delayed Cold War and had a Modern Warfare year 2.
Yeah, that way they wouldn't have to take a break next year instead.
Now, yeah.
As I was gonna say, apparently the rumor is that Treyarch is still gonna release some sort of free-to-play zombies-focused game next year instead. Which, again, I'll believe it when I see it, but.
But at the same time, I've been saying they should do that. They should have done that for ages. Treyarch, because I feel like Treyarch doesn't even want to make typical Call of Duty. I feel like they just want to make zombies.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like that's all anyone cares about when the Black Ops games come out anyway. It's just the zombies. I mean,
yeah, that's usually the thing that most people seem excited about. I mean, and I suppose. This is more within our kinds of circles, but in the TTV Patreon Discord, I feel like the only time COD games even are mentioned there are when Treyarch announce new ones, and they immediately talk about zombies. It's like, yeah. So in terms of, so it's like, yeah, that's definitely the major thing that people like about or care about when it comes to the Treyarch games, and I think it's also reflected in how Treyarch make their games as well.
Yeah.
And also I feel like if they're gonna take a year off from a premium release, I also feel like, okay, yeah, releasing some sort of free-to-play game instead, it seems like something Activision would do. Or at the very,
especially since they can monetize it to heck and back.
Yeah, exactly. And
because I mean, it's like, yes, now it's like, because it's like, yeah, well, actually no, that's being very generous. It's like for $20 you can play as whoever the Nolan North German doctor guy is. Richtofen. Yeah, it's like you can play as the classic Richtofen skin from World at War or something. It's all done up in PS5 graphics. It's like, I mean, come on, they would totally do that.
Oh yeah, and also they people probably wouldn't complain about, oh, there's too little content in this. I mean, I'm sure people still would be, but there is that different expectation with free-to-play versus price games where, whoa, airstrike coming, don't go out.
Yeah.
I mean, case in point, the zombies mode for Vanguard. As with almost everything in terms of, well, actually no, not everything. I feel like they had a solid amount of maps, surprisingly, at launch. but yeah, it's like
Squad member is redeploying.
if Vanguard Zombies had been released as a free-to-play standalone, I feel like people might have actually been more positive about it.
I did find it, even as not a zombies person, I did find it very odd that they did not even, do the wave-based thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they just went totally experimental. We're doing something we've never done before with it. I'm like, and I get doing that as like a mode. It's like you didn't even do the typical thing everyone looks for these things. So I thought that was a little weird, even as me not being a zombies person, but
yeah, and it's only now with this last season they've actually added a round-based experience, which again seems a little bit weird prioritization. Like, why not start with the
come on,
round-based
yes!
thing, especially since it's
Barely.
just Shinonuma.
Marking new safe zone.
Ow.
Ow, no, he got me. So yeah, I feel like if they were gonna take a year off, it would definitely be, let's release some smaller free-to-play game or a remaster or something like that, just to keep
Okay,
the train
so
going.
speaking of remasters, something to keep in mind, Modern Warfare 3.
Yep, we're still waiting for that one.
Because I am 100% positive it's real, because there was that big NVIDIA GeForce leak from like this time, it was like March of last year or whatever, and it leaked a whole bunch of things that were at the very least in progress at certain points, because one of the things that has not come to fruition so far has been like Titanfall 3. And and it seems like Respawn is not going to ever get back to that anytime soon. But like at some point it was maybe in development. But like everything else is pretty much either come out or been announced, with like Titanfall 3 being one of those things, and the Modern Warfare 3 remaster, which was in that list. And like when that happened, Activision like came straight out and said that this is not real. But if you recall, they said the exact same thing about Modern Warfare 2 remaster as well, and it ended up being real. So I don't believe them. I think it's real. I'm sure Beanox or someone worked on it and it's been done, and they've been waiting for a good time to release it. If I had to guess, they're probably just going to do the same thing that they did, like they did last time, where Modern Warfare comes out and then they give it a little bit, and then here's the remaster of the old one.
Yeah, that makes sense. And at the very least, I feel like at this point it's like, the Modern Warfare 3 remaster is definitely happening, because I do recall that, I think we even discussed as much back when they released that remaster, that there was a thing where it had actually been done for some time and was just sitting there.
And so like when it, exactly.
Be like,
so I'm sure it's real. I'm sure it's done.
Waiting for the right time to release. They also have the multiplayer remastered and working, and also same case with Modern Warfare 3, where they have a remaster and they're just waiting for the right time to release it. And even without those rumors, I would have said that, that remaster is 100% real, because why would they remaster the first two games but not the last one?
Yeah, let's do 2/3 and then stop. That doesn't make any sense. Even if it's like, because like with Modern Warfare 2, I think it made sense not to do the multiplayer, because you'd have to do extra work, you'd have to build servers, you'd probably have to rebalance things to where it would be like you'll remembered, but where it wasn't totally overpowered so people wouldn't cry on the internet. And then also you've got the current Modern Warfare reboot game out. So why split the player base? So I am totally perfectly fine with them sticking to the campaign remaster and not doing the multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't get to him.
I mean, I think it was pretty clear that when they did the COD 4 remaster and released it alongside Infinite Warfare. I mean, sure, it boosted the sales, but it also cannibalized on Infinite Warfare itself. So
Yeah.
I suppose in that instance they probably just was happy that people were
sold it all.
Yeah, exactly. But when it's Modern Warfare 2019, you probably don't want people cannibalize or another game cannibalizing it.
So honestly, if they do take a year off next year, perfect time to release Modern Warfare 3 campaign remaster.
Yep.
So there's your single player story mode, and then Treyarch can do their zombies thing, and then that way you get and then of course Warzone still exists for the multiplayer aspect, and you get your zombies from Treyarch, and then you have your single player story content from Modern Warfare 3. I mean, that just makes sense. That seems perfect to me, but of course, this is Activision we're talking about, so...
Yep. So
who knows?
Exactly.
But yeah, I would be perfectly happy with that. Also, it'd be just for my own personal pleasure and in terms of discussion and stuff. It'd be fun to hear Daxter grumble about it, because if they do the campaign remaster of Modern Warfare 3, he's gonna get it. And he's gonna go, oh, I can't believe I'm spending money on Activision. Which I feel like every time he buys an Activision game, no matter what it was, he always grumbles about it. But
I mean, that's me with EA games at this point.
fair. I mean, yeah, fair.
Except I at the very least have stopped complaining about it because I know I will get it anyway. and same with COD. It's like, I mean, yeah, I could also do that complaining, but I also know I am gonna get it regardless, most likely, so there's just no point.
Well, and see, with me, it's like at this point, I legitimately only buy the Infinity Ward cards. It's like the last time I bought a Treyarch game when it was new, and that was the current game, was Black Ops 2. So that's 2012.
UAV beginning flyover.
Yeah, that was some time ago.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, it's literally a decade ago.
Yeah.
So
was just about to say.
Yeah. So yeah, that is it. So that is yeah. Any other COD I've bought bought with my own money has been the Infinity Ward CODs, and then I played World War II and Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4. But the only reason I've done that is because they were free at PlayStation Plus.
Yep.
So doesn't totally count, I don't think, because I played them, but I didn't pay. I didn't pay for them because I'm paying for the service that gives them to me. So
yeah, it's a different thing. Though.
So yeah, Modern Warfare 2 coming out in the Modern 2 Warfare, excuse me, Modern 2 Warfare coming out in the climate it's coming out in terms of what's going on with Activision and all that. I feel better and more secure in doing that, because it's like, well, it's not like I buy these every year. It's not like I'm really feeding their coffers as much as I could be. And even playing Warzone for 2.5 years, I mean, I've only spent like an extra, I think, $30 in total on this game, because I bought the Battle Pass the one time, and that carried, and I earned enough tokens all the rest of the time to carry me through the rest of the way for the entire Modern Warfare saga. And then I bought the soap skin when Cold War was out, and that was 20. So it's like that was it. So
Tagging buy station.
So it's not like I'm one of these whales that, every little skin that comes out, they cough up the money and they buy every game day of and all that. So it's like I feel pretty secure in my strategy.
Yeah.
And no, I am not camping, I am surviving.
There's only one rule in the Warzone: survive.
Yeah. Because at this point, there's 7 squads left, 19 people. You guys are all dead. I've got 30 rounds of ammunition. I don't even have... No. Yeah, so I have 30 rounds of ammunition. I'm just going to hope someone zips up here, I can kill them, take their stuff, and hide. And I'm basically in the circle. And I'm going to have the high ground here when it closes a little more. So I can just, let them kill each other and then grab some loot. It's riveting gameplay, I know. But
I mean, hey, it's the Warzone experience.
Yep.
It's
Oh, I hear movement. Oh yeah, there's people below me for sure. Yeah, I'm still gonna just stick right where I am.
yeah, that's definitely the best move right now.
Because I can hop around rooftops here pretty easily. Ooh, hold on. Oh, oh! I'm just gonna take that back. Give me. Ah, that's the whole squad! Dang it! Ah!
Next time will be different.
Well, if there was gonna be one way to go out there.
That works.
Alright.
I don't know where those guys must have been on like the very top of the roof. They must have had the highest of high ground there to drop down on me like that. Because that honestly surprised me. But that was basically there. I would have to pull off a miracle in order to win that match. The way I was situated. If I hadn't panicked, I probably could have at least killed one of them because I had the zone, and I had good cover, so I probably could have taken out one of them. But then I ran out of ammunition with the SMG, and then it auto switched me to the pistol. But I saw I was getting low on SMG ammo, so I tried to manually switch to the pistol. So it auto switched me to the pistol when I was hitting the button to switch weapons, so I just switched back to the SMG, which was empty, so it auto-swapped me back to the pistol, then the zone came in, and I was in the gas choking, so yeah, no, that was not gonna hit well.
Well, you did the best that you could do at the current situation. And that's all you can do, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so having a little bit more time in it now, I'm definitely enjoying the map.
That is good to hear. I'm actually surprised by myself since I mean everything Warzone related has kind of been
meh
since the Vanguard integration. So I don't typically go in with high expectation, but this is a legitimately good map.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of everything. It's got some open spaces. It's got some, flat, kind of lane areas, and then it's got a lot of good verticality and urban settings. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. This is good.
Check weapons and gear. You got time before deployment.
And I like the big pit. Big pit with the cove is cool.
Oh yeah.
That's a cool point of interest.
Throwing grenade.
Huh?
Training's over. Time to see
Get out of my face!
Enemy dropping into the AO.
So at this point in Vanguard's life cycle, though, do we think that the Captain America Indiana Jones leaks were fake?
I think it's been stated those were fake.
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
Make your way to the safe zone.
It was a long while ago, though.
Okay.
I don't.
And the
even
fact
remember.
that I hadn't seen them in a while, I was kind of thinking to myself, those were probably fake, and I'm totally fine with that. but I do find it a little funny.
Earn points.
Because I don't think anyone made. I don't think there were any images or mock-ups. I think it was basically these are real because I say so.
Yeah,
quote, unquote,
it was fairly light on the sources, as in no sources, and I don't even know which person it was.
Well, obviously it wasn't one of the reliable ones.
Yeah.
That's probably one of those things that just got, someone just said that to see if they could gain traction in the pre-release hype cycle, and it caught on.
Yeah.
Or like immediate post-release cycle.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't necessarily buy into it, but I was like, I mean, yeah, I can see that being a thing, since it would be
I was kind of in the same camp.
Very similar to the 80s Action Heroes event.
Mm-hmm. Well, especially since they were both they both fit the time period.
Yeah, that as well, and they also claimed that it would be like the event would be called something like
Allied cluster strike arrived.
America's Heroes or like something like that. So I figured, that could have been like either around the same time frame as the 80s Action Heroes, like start of summer, or like possibly around 4th of July, which is tomorrow actually.
It is. I am going to get holiday pay.
Nice.
Heading this way. Enemies really moving here.
Oh, I have fallen behind again.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Wait for me!
Oh wow, apparently there was a guy close.
Team has deployed a radar jammer. You're losing ground. Move it. Hostile eliminated. I taught you better than this.
Ow.
The target in sight.
Okay, I regret coming to join you.
Yeah, probably not a good decision after all, somehow.
Ow. There you are.
I do feel that, funnily enough, I might have actually preferred if that rumor was true compared with what we got.
Yeah.
And also what we apparently are gonna
Captain
get.
American Indians. They make way more sense than King Kong and Godzilla.
And now soon, apparently, Terminator.
Ah, yes, I saw that.
That's one of those where, why, like, I mean, I suppose, I know perfectly well that I am, like, doing a lot of mental gymnastics with this one, and, I mean, to be fair, I've had to do it with the King Kong and Godzilla one as well, but I suppose it's like, well, time travel is a thing in the Terminator universe, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, if you were to cross over with Terminator, why not do it with Black Ops? I feel like that would have made more sense.
Because it's the 80s, yeah.
So it's like, okay, why? I mean, they even had several of the weapons that they used in, at least in Terminator 2. Oh boy. And also, just like the
nice. I'm
Godzilla,
right above you, Loka.
And also, just like the Godzilla and Kong one.
I'm being shot at. Ah.
It's like, okay,
Here.
why is this crossover happening now?
Yeah. a year late. Terminator, and Die Hard, and that kind of stuff. That's like timeless, long-standing franchises that didn't have movies out that close. Where King Kong, it's like that was so specifically tied to the one movie that was a year old that was weird. He's in the corner right there.
Yeah, I see.
We're chasing them right into our friendlies. Oh, we just chased our friendly into the jaws of death, basically. Here's the jaws of death into our friendly. I'm moving before someone gets a fix on us.
Yeah, probably best. Then again, I feel like they're just literally throwing, well, literally anything right now, and I suppose since it is more Warzone centric this time, I guess they don't necessarily
just
have
went into the window.
Yeah, so.
Ow. That same window. He really doesn't like us. Alright, I'm ditching.
Alright. Come on, get out. There we go. Whoa! Oh, that was you.
Yeah,
I just started.
It's me.
I just started movement.
Alright, he just went in there. You wouldn't happen to have a munitions box, would you?
No. I got an armor box.
Ah! Well, I can use the armor box too. I have none.
Alright. Let's drop it.
Keep your senses sharp.
Oh boy! Oh! There's people below us.
I broke his armor. Ah! What? I never got the call for the cluster strike.
What? I got the call and I just... Okay,
I was wondering why you were panicking all of a sudden. It's like, that's strange. Why is he panicking?
Oh, I should have called out. Although, we would have been
you just started moving. I'm like, what the heck happened? Why is he running? It's like, because there's... Yeah, I know. I never got the cluster strike call. That was weird. I think maybe the fire sale thing preempted it.
Oh, no.
No one's gonna be able to get me. It's like, because you make that ooh and you run. I'm like, what's? And then there were the people below us. So I'm like, oh, he saw the people and he accidentally fell off the roof, and then I got cluster bombed. I'm like, oh wait, what?
Ooh. Taking fire. Oh no.
Enemy radar.
Well, hold on. If you stick like right there, I go.
Oh.
Oh, our other friendly got killed.
Never mind.
Return to base for debrief.
Well, good effort.
Mm-hmm. And see, now I'm getting all tricked out because on the store it says MW2. but I just glance at it and my brain automatically corrects it to WW2. I'm like, oh no, wait, hold on. They're actually advertising a game I think is going to be good for once in 2 years. Also, this is something that is they've done it for the last 2 games, so maybe that shouldn't concern me. But the cross-gen bundle this time around is maybe making me go, because I'm worried the multiplayer is going to be split, where last gen is going to be on its own, and current gen is going to be on its own. I don't know why they would necessarily do that, because it's not like Battlefield where they have maps that just can't work on the old hardware. But I haven't seen them say anything about segmenting the player base like that, where it's like we're going to keep the old consoles on their own.
I'm very positive that both Cold War and Vanguard are completely cross-play. So I don't see why Modern Warfare 2 would be any different.
I think they are. Granted, though, hold on. Yeah, I was about to say, well, because Daxter was playing with this the other day. He was probably playing the PS4 version of Modern Warfare on his PS5 because there is no PS5 version of Modern Warfare 2019. So kind of a different deal.
Yeah, but I am pretty sure there's crossplay with last and next gen.
Yeah.
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment.
I just want to make sure we can play together.
Yeah.
And I guess the only reason I'm worried about, because like I said, I don't think they're going to do that, but the only reason I'm kind of worried about that is that, remember Black Ops 3? The PS3 and Xbox 360 versions of that game compared to the PS4 and Xbox One versions of that game.
Oh, yeah.
Multiplayer only, which is honestly not a bad thing considering the campaign for that game.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it was ugly, and like there was certain, like they deliberately made it worse in some ways because the one map on PS4 it was like an electronics store, and then on the other it was a broken down laundromat.
Yeah, it was something else, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really know the logistics of making that game specifically, and also in terms of comparing those 2 console generations, but I don't think it's gonna repeat, and if it would, I don't think it would be for Modern Warfare 2, and I also feel that, considering that the climate is a little bit different with the both the tech that is running the
not to mention
console.
crossplay just wasn't a thing back in 2015.
That too, and also coupled together with the fact that it's still hard to get a next gen console.
Yep.
I still
now
want
I will
that one.
say I was out at Target I don't know, a month ago, and I saw and in their electronics section, and I saw like three Xbox Series S units just sitting there behind the glass. I'm like, oh, never seen these in the wild before. And I've heard through other sources that those you can actually, like they're a lot easier to find.
Yeah,
than,
I've
say the
heard
Series X
similar
or
things.
the PS5. So, but if you want to play Ratchet and Clank or something, that's not going to help you much.
Nope. And that's too bad, because I want to play it.
Enemy UAV active.
I guess I'll just replay all of the ones as like, oh well, it's the 20th anniversary this year, so I guess
Let's snag the loot.
I'll play through them all. I mean, it would be a good excuse anyway, because there are
Oh,
still
yeah.
a couple of ones that, well, I mean, for one, it's just a good excuse to replay them, but also I still have a few ones I haven't, like Tools of Destruction. I've noticed a pattern here,
Enemy UAV active.
because when I first learned about the PS3 and the fact that there was about Tools of Destruction, I said to myself, when I get a PS3, that's the first game I'm gonna get for it.
And that was not the first game you got for it.
It wasn't. And when I did finally get it, I still never got around to play it.
Oh, so you do have it, you just never played it.
Yeah. Flash forward a couple of years ago to when they announced and showcased the PlayStation 4, and the second game being showcased was Killzone Shadowfall. And I said to myself, when I get a PS4, the first game I'm gonna get is Killzone Shadowfall.
And that was not the first game you got.
Nope, it wasn't. And fun story.
On me.
Let's see, but before I move on, I'm seeing a question from Daxter if it's all right if he's joining us in VC, and I'm fine with that. Unless Prentice have anything to say about it.
I think this is going to be dependent on whether or not you guys kill that guy that managed to kill me, because I'm a little salty about that.
Let's see.
No, I'm joking. It's it's fine.
All right, I'm just
all right,
gonna.
I'm out for blood. Where'd this guy go? You better not have stolen my stuff.
All right, I'm gonna take a moment to. Oh no, he stole Prentice's stuff. Yes, his throwing knife and flashbangs. I'm only saying back what you say because when I'm doing the whole let's invite Daxter to the party, I'm pretty sure only my voice is being broadcast on the stream. I don't. At least that's been the case when I've when I'm doing the what? Create a new group. What? What's this about? Add players. What if I do this? Okay, I think that worked.
So wait, are you not? Are we having a weird thing with my mic again, where I'm not? You can't.
No.
Stream?
It's just a case of when you are streaming, and then when you if you go to the home menu for it will only be my voice.
You can't hear the other guy.
Yeah, I don't know why that's the case.
That is weird. Yeah. Okay. I had a little mini panic attack there. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
Because after the last time that happened, I got really ticked off about that. It's like, how did I let that happen to myself?
Yeah, no. It's just when I go to the home screen when on the screen the screen gets blue and there's this like waiting symbol or whatever. Let's see. Oh yeah, to my point.
Killzone Shadowfall. That was not the first game you got on PS4.
Yeah, and when I finally got it, because I also have it, still haven't played it. So, when it comes to the PS5, I have not said which is gonna be my first game. And technically speaking,
just call it Sackboy's Adventure.
Technically speaking, I've actually already bought PS5 games because of cross bundles.
Yes.
But I am still not gonna say which game is gonna be the first proper PS5 game I get, because I am starting to suspect that maybe there is some weird curse going on, where whichever game I deem as the first one I'm gonna get and play.
Oh well, hold on. I know what it is. It's Astra's Big Adventure, or Astra's Playroom, whatever it's called. That's your first, because that comes bundled in with the console. It's the Wii Sports of the PS5.
Right. Well,
so there you go.
Guess I won't be playing it then. I will get it, but I won't play it. Although,
it was
well,
pretty
actually,
good.
actually, since it is something that I would get with the PS5, that would make it a little different, because every other game I got first time for each console, I've obviously been playing, and that was also gonna be like a small little kind of segue to like a funny story. My first PS4 game was Watch Dogs, and I actually got it before I even got the PS4.
Wow.
Because a friend of mine had purchased the game from Amazon, and then it hadn't arrived, so he had gotten himself another copy. I don't remember if it was through the same means or a different store, and then the first copy ended up getting to his place anyway, so he like, do you want to buy this off of me, since I now have 2 copies of Watch Dogs? And I felt,
why not?
You know, yeah, why not? And it was, you know, with the friends discount, so it's like, yeah, I'll do it.
Friends discounts are always nice.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you mentioned Killzone. I've actually gone through the trouble of playing the first one recently.
Oh, really?
Ooh. How did it go?
Wow.
Wasn't that a PS2 game?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
That's not that it was a PS2 game that was the issue. The issue is the frame rate is so wildly inconsistent.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's low to begin with at 25 instead of like 30. And you'll notice that little bit of choppiness. But the minute anything chaotic happens on screen, the frame rate just drops. Oh, it's bad. It is bad at times. The aiming is really wonky.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it just doesn't feel right. And there's not a lot of... Actually, there's quite a bit of gun variety. The gunplay was just kind of meh, though.
Well, it's a PS2 FPS, so things weren't quite as fun as they are nowadays.
Definitely was not what I was expecting. But it was okay. The story was definitely a highlight.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever really knocked Killzone for its story.
It's a very, yeah... I wouldn't even recommend playing it on the PS3.
It is a bit of a rough game, I will definitely say. I mean, I personally still love Killzone, but I did originally play it on the PS2, like so many years ago, and I mean the thing with PS2, specifically the PS2, was that there wasn't as much of a high standard for shooters, since I mean, yeah, there were quite a few of shooters, but none of them were really on. I mean, there wasn't anything that was like Halo on the Xbox, where that was a definitive, you know, oh, this is like, because at the time, one of the reasons Halo was considered a really successful game and why it got so popular was that it actually made it possible to play an FPS shooter, which is a bit of a redundant way considering the S in FPS literally stands for shooter, but it was a really notable game because it made a shooter possible to not only play on a console but also well designed for a console, since it was really shooters were a PC centric thing, and for the PS2,
yeah, it's like what GoldenEye before it was really kind of it.
Yeah, and
or Halo, really kind of.
Yeah, and that game had a lot of different design choices to mitigate for the fact that it was being controlled with the hand controller and being played on consoles. So it was quite different from other shooters in that it actually focused on a lot of other stuff instead, like gadgets and such.
Oh gosh,
Actually, you're not thinking of Perfect Dark or GoldenEye. That's a gadget-heavy game.
We're talking about GoldenEye.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of the era of that time where, yeah, there were a bunch of shooters on the PS2, but they still hadn't caught on to the standards we have today. So I think that was why I still ended up loving it, because, I mean, yeah, sure, it had problems with its gunplay and frame rate, but I could also simultaneously play Rainbow Six Siege, which had better frame rate, but it would have other problems, like, oh, the graphics are kind of meh. So like there was always a very notable trade-off with shooters on the PS2. But playing Killzone 1 in in the year of 2022, I would be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I would probably come off about it fine, since, I mean, I'm used to the game on some level and are familiar with it, but playing it for the first time, oof.
Yeah,
It's a rough experience,
honest.
I can imagine.
Yeah, that last section, the difficulty spike just gets ridiculous at times.
Oh yeah.
Enemies see you from a mile away when you can't see them due to the draw distance going down.
The draw distance.
Yeah.
It's got a draw distance issue. It's
oh boy,
pretty nasty.
I love older games and like their lack of draw distance. It's so funny to think, because there's several games I can think of where draw distance just was not a thing, and like you'd be walking around the map and it would just be loading in, 10 feet in front of you, and that's just how it was, and you just accepted it. It's like man.
I can deal with N64 games not having great draw distance. I can deal with PS1 games not having great draw distance. PS2, on the other hand, that drives me insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is like in that in between that older era and the newer era.
So like I can like Minecraft on the Vita. Draw distance not great, and it's Minecraft.
Hey, don't forget they ported it over to the new 3DS as well.
Oh, did they? I didn't realize
Yes.
they put it on the new 3DS. That's funny.
I need to see if there's any gameplay footage, because now that I'm thinking about it, it sounds amazing, and I want to commend the guys who ported it.
Yeah, I know the guys at Mojang that did all the bajillion ports of Minecraft did a really good job, because the draw distance doesn't really work all that well, but it doesn't really chug unless you plant like 10,000 things of dynamite. But my Minecraft will chug regardless if you plant 10,000 things of dynamite. But so it never chugs, it never runs poorly. It's just that you can't see as far as maybe you would like to. But that's like it. But even then, you can still see pretty far. I mean, if you're standing in an open field, you can see things for a decent distance.
Holding for deployment. Take this time to ready up.
Yeah. Apparently, Mortal Kombat 11 is it's a weird port on the Switch, is what that's what it was. So, okay, Mortal Kombat 11 has a support. Apparently, it's pretty good. It plays well. It just looks terrible.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's the Switch.
I thought Doom Eternal was.
I'm sorry, that just seems like a game that is like totally opposite of. You think Nintendo, you think, oh, Mario, Bowser, Princess Peach is in another castle. Oh, it's cute, and then it's like, I'm gonna fire my Nintendo Switch and play Doom Eternal. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, it's like Rip and Tear starts playing. It's like, yeah, that is not the type of game I would expect you to play on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah,
it's like Animal Crossing. It's like, oh, I'm getting some fish. I'm planting flowers. I'm paying Tom Nook lots of money, and then and then Doom Eternal.
It plays surprisingly well. It's got something I've learned to love on Switch is, for a lot of shooters, they use the motion controls, the gyro aiming. And that helps with the low dead zone of the Switch units itself and like the Joy-Cons. But it also gives me that little bit of PC precision.
No.
I tried to reload and I picked up someone else's gun instead.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That is the risk you take with the touch, with the touch instead of with the tap instead of hold.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yep. But yeah, so how's Call of Duty?
It's good.
It's
This is actually a really fun map.
Oh, is it new?
Yeah,
new map.
Yeah, they released a new map this season for Warzone. Oh boy.
It's a resurgence map, so it's kind of small, but not bad. I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's got a lot of urban developments and verticality to it. So it actually it's not a big cluttered mess like Caldera. So although apparently they did, maybe after this we should check out new Caldera because apparently
I've actually been thinking of that as well, since they've done some changes to Caldera that I haven't played around much in Caldera, and what little I have played are in the areas that haven't been changed. But apparently, well, I guess they've done some changes to make it a little bit closer, kinda, to Verdansk in some capacity.
by adding Storage Town apparently.
Yeah.
What is it? What do they mean by closer to Caldera, closer to Verdansk? Like actual structures or quality in the map?
I mean, I would hope quality in the map, but it's Caldera. You can only do so much.
Yeah, I'm not even sure, and especially since those aren't any official words, those are mine words. It's just the observation I made based on what I've seen of the changes. I'm getting the impression that it's like, okay, is it supposed to be a bit more like Verdansk compared with how it is now, or something? Again, don't know for sure. It's just the only thing I can guess, since, I mean, why would they bring back some... Why would they bring back Storage Town and also add some, like, a lot of smaller point of interests to change the flow of the map? And I guess we're gonna see for ourselves soon enough, but I guess make it slightly less empty or something. Oh, this guy had Modern Warfare weapons. I'm gonna pick those up.
Allied cluster strike arriving. You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Oh yeah, this is a Modern Warfare assault rifle, and I can tell it's the Modern Warfare PP-19. Because it actually looks proper good.
Wait, they had a Bison back in World War II, or is that? Oh no, Black Ops.
Yeah.
Well, no, they had it in Modern Warfare in 2019 as well. Oh great, now my screen is glitched.
Oh no.
Because I was trying to go grab the helicopter, and I got shot and killed and thrown into the water, which is in the return to combat area.
No.
So now I've just got return to combat flashing on my screen with a countdown timer on 0. I feel like I'm gonna randomly have a heart attack because I'm running to meet you, and everything's kind of tinted red, so I can't even really see anything properly. Oh, there you are. It's like I am probably going to be useless in a firefight. Oh, speaking of.
Yeah, speaking of, there was a guy at the place he just came from.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, there are several.
I see him. I see him. Oh yeah, see, the return to combat's right in the middle of my crosshairs. I'm hitting him though. All right, I'm out of ammo. I only had the one mag. This beeping is so annoying.
Enemy hunters lost your trail. You're safe.
Whoa, wait. Oh, never mind. That was just a building.
One of your allies back in the game.
I feel like this is one of those dreams you have when your alarm's going off, but you're so tired you just incorporate it into your dreams. You keep sleeping. It's like, well, I've just got this alarm continuously buzzing in my ear. It even kind of fits the music at this point because the music's kind of having that whom, whum, whum. It's kind of doing that along with the music. Ah.
Over there.
I don't know. Maybe I need to find the return to combat area, run into it real quick, and then run back out. Hold on, let's do that. I'll just parachute into it real quick. Oh nope, bad idea. Mistake. Ah!
Is it worse?
No. I was shot down on my way to try to do that. So now I'm down. My screen is even more red. Okay, it's gotten a little better.
Should I just leave you to?
Oh wait, it's gone. It's gone.
Oh boy.
It's back. No! It was gone while I was being revived, but now the squad pushed up and killed.
Oh no!
It's so frustrating. I would have had you whippersnappers if my screen had been working.
Man, what's your language? Jeez. There are unfortunately kids playing that game.
I've said worse.
You said worse on Twitter the other day about Bobby Kotick.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh.
Because I saw you post the tweet on the first day, and then you posted the reply to the tweet on like the second day. I'm like, whoa! Was not expecting that as a reply.
I figured if I was ever gonna get on that level, it would be for that. So I figured that, you know, let's just. I've already done the thing where I've plastered this. Ow! What? Oh, okay. I was a little confused because, like, wait, hang on a second. Not only did you shoot me, but you damaged me. But no, it wasn't you. Yeah, I figured since while I've already gone the effort of turning Krampus into Bobby Kotick, I might as well go the extra. Oh no! Oof. Okay, I'm alive. I bounced off.
I'm hurt.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Right here.
So what's new with Kotick? What did he do this time?
Enemy dropping into the
I mean, it's just the same thing.
Oh.
Well, also he was down that lane, Loka. There's also a guy down on the ground shooting up at me, which is why I had to take cover in the first place. But that hallway you were looking at right there is where you can climb that.
Yep, you can climb.
I was unaware of that.
I was surprised when when I managed to. Oh boy.
Stay alert.
Local CEO man gets harassed by a Norwegian. Mentally unstable.
So does this have a... No, it doesn't have a suppressor.
Resurgence is no longer available.
That thing looks like it might have though.
Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
I have returned.
Nice.
Move it.
One of your allies is back in the game.
Oh, there's two people like right in front of us, 24 meters.
I just saw him on the
Oh,
heartbeat.
Enemy UAV active.
yeah, I got one too. So. Oh, friendly.
On my ping. Oh boy.
I see him.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Oh, they're like all right below you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hi guys. Just gonna hide in this corner. Got it. Oh, Blueberry, what are you doing?
Oh, it's coming back up.
Okay. Try to bait someone up here. Oh yeah, there's someone to our left, or your right, rather. 17 meters. He's hiding in the building.
Marking new safe zone.
I think still on purple. Oh.
Oh, guy on the roof.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Snoop Dogg.
I'm sorry, what?
Snoop Dogg.
Enemy cluster strike. Watch your head. You're losing ground. Move it.
Oh gosh, there's like a whole squad.
Oh no, they're yamming. Ow, ow.
On me,
Whoa.
on me, on me! You're in...
Ah, I got one. But he had a friend.
I had the dinner plate gun.
Well, we made it to 4th place.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Learn from the loss and come back stronger.
Well, we've been to the good place. I guess it's time for the bad place.
Yay! Well, I don't know. Maybe the changes they've made will improve it, and I'll go, oh, this is good now. Yay.
I do hope so.
They just added one location to the map.
No, they've added several smaller ones
Oh.
throughout the map as well.
Well, one of my problems was also visibility, because all the trees just, I thought was too much clutter. So I don't know. Maybe they had, maybe Kong and Godzilla flattened enough trees to where it'll be easier to see.
Funny you say that, because one of the changes is actually they've removed a lot of the vegetation.
Oh! Well, hey.
I haven't seen it for myself since I've only played a little bit on Caldera, and I ended up in the airport thingy. Airport place.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
the tarmac area.
I can't even remember the names of these points of interest. That's saying something. Oh boy, frames are dropping already.
Yeah, it always does that when we launch into Caldera.
Yep. I know for a fact, unfortunately, because I was hoping that the removal of a lot of the vegetation might have actually improved stability, but so far that doesn't seem to be the case.
Plot twist, each tree in Caldera is 1 gigabyte. Honestly, I joke, but at this point it wouldn't surprise me if it was something like that was true. Like this coconut on this palm tree is so beautifully rendered that it takes up half your hard drive space. The rest of the game is really, really tiny in terms of its file size, but these coconuts are so detailed that is actually the majority of the file size. Kind of like I saw a tweet the other day that was like, I think this is the most unnecessary thing someone spent time on in The Last of Us Part 2. And it was like Ellie going through a pond and you could see like little tadpoles floating around.
Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
And it's like, yeah, I don't
Enemy dropping into
that's
the AO.
kind of a cool detail to throw in, but
Yeah, there's a lot of little details in that game that I feel like, oh, okay, that's cool. I don't know if that's what was really necessary, but okay.
I still haven't played it. I even have it downloaded on my PS5 and I still haven't played it. Granted, I still want to get through Horizon before I do that.
Yeah, that's probably for the best anyway. I still need to finish that as well.
Yeah.
Also,
Horizon? What's that?
Also, you didn't happen to have said that, oh, The Last of Us Part 2 might be the first game I get for the PS5.
No.
Okay.
No,
so you're not hit by my curse. Okay, that's... Okay.
No, I have not been hit by your curse.
Yet.
Yeah, I suppose that is... yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely also finish up with Horizon before that.
Targets are up. Take them out.
Man, I really
That was
need to get
it was
back
just a
to
very
it.
busy spring for games.
Yeah.
And now we're kind of in a lull.
Oh, whoa! Oh no! Well, at least I tried.
Oh boy.
School-like time.
And you return to the battlefield. Lose and your fight is
What's that
over.
with Battle Royale games and having to have some sort of lore explanation as to why the map's changing again? Can someone explain this to me? Because I genuinely don't get it.
I think it's just trying to make people... dang it. I think it's just trying to make people more invested in the game. Is like trying to make it as a bit of a, oh, it's a story that's being unfolded, you know, as everything is changing, so that makes...
For Warzone, when it was Modern Warfare related, that made sense, and I liked that, but now it's just, you know, whatever we have now.
I'm
it's
even
like,
gonna...
the reason Caldera is changed is because Godzilla and King Kong stomped on it.
I'm even gonna go as far as to say that I follow the Cold War story with a little bit of interest. Like, not in a huge
I did
way,
too.
but
Those cutscenes are cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like because they were doing the numbers thing, so that was nostalgic for Black Ops 1 and all that, and then like the one where the guy just like picked up the computer technician and like Darth Vader choked him out. Like that, it's like that was cool, and it's like, and so it's like, and you know, it was still Verdansk, so we still had connection to Verdansk thanks to Modern Warfare, and it was like, oh, it's cool to see this from 30 years ago and see how some of the point of interests changed and stuff like that. I kind of wish they had kept some of the things like, you know, like the subway line and all that. It's like, I mean, it totally makes sense for the subway line to still be here in the 80s, but whatever.
Yeah.
Considering the whole thing got, you know, really blown up and stuff, and then that was like the tie into the line from the end of Modern Warfare about it was rebuilt by both the East and the West after the end of the Cold War. It's like, oh, okay, so here was the impetus for that. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that was cool. And I am a little sad that the Vanguard post-launch story, I suppose, did start out like not necessarily I was being excited for where it was going, but it did at least feel like they were going somewhere where, okay, it seems to be about the gas that is a predecessor to Nova 6.
Yeah.
But then Season 3 and it's Godzilla versus Kong and whatever interest I had in the post-launch story is just that, I guess it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, and then also there's just a lot of like little weird things. Like right now I'm going to the Gulag and there's Nazis holding M4s.
Yeah.
It's like, why are there Nazis holding M4s? This makes no sense. I'm sure the M4 was probably the placeholder like rigging model for these animations that they made, and they just forgot to replace them with like STGs or something.
Yeah,
So
that
now we just
seems
got
about
Nazis
right.
holding M4s.
I mean, can't remember the beta when in finishing moves they would actually have one of the Modern Warfare pistols.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was obviously not a Cold War pistol, right? No? Okay.
No, it was. I don't even remember what pistol it was, but I saw that and I was like, hang on a second, that's from Modern Warfare.
Yeah, because it wasn't even in the M1911, which would have been around World War II. It was like the Glock or something.
Yeah, it was whatever is the standard pistol in Modern Warfare. That's usually used in finishing moves, but at the very least, it's like, okay, well, hopefully it was just for the beta, and considering it's on the same engine, it's like, okay, maybe it's just a case of them sharing assets while working on it, and that seems to be the case, because it's not been... They have updated it when the game came out, so I guess that was just a case of, okay...
Placeholder.
Yeah, just a placeholder asset, which... I mean, I guess that's fine. If it's just for a beta, they probably have other things to prioritize.
Honestly, for betas, I wouldn't really be that upset if like they had, like if it was like the Modern Warfare weapon skins, but they were called their Vanguard, like it's like the like the M13 in Modern Warfare skin, but it's acting like the M1 Garand with like the sound effects and reload animations and everything, but the skin was just wrong, and it was called the M1 Garand and everything, and it's like, yeah, it's like this is just a placeholder model until we get the final thing. Well, hold on, maybe not for the beta. Maybe that wouldn't be good for the beta, because the beta is always like a month before launch, so it's like, if you don't have this done, this is a problem. But like an alpha, sure, whatever.
Yeah, or like say pre-alpha leaks. Like there was actually some images from a early build of the next Treyarch game that were leaked, and what's noticeable was that it seemed that it was using a lot of Black Ops Cold War assets, but
makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. But that's one of those, like, some people were all like getting worried, like, oh, it's just gonna be a reskin, and blah blah blah. And it's like, well, no, they're right now. I mean, they're probably just trying to get a feel for how the game should look, and in the meantime, they are gonna reuse a lot of assets as
you got them, use them.
What?
If you got them, use them.
Yeah, exactly. It's
like when the launch trailer for Horizon came out like 2 weeks before. I don't know why they've released launch trailers for these games like 2 weeks before they're out. It's like that makes sense.
That's odd.
It's a launch trailer and the game hasn't launched yet. But anyway, like it showed Aloy's little grapple thing where she jumps off a ledge and then throws her hook and it hits the ledge and then she kind of zips down the mountain or whatever. That animation, which she had in the first one, she has in the second one as well. And like there was like an uproar for some people on the internet going, "Oh my gosh, it's the exact same animation as last time. How lazy!"
Yeah, funny you bring that up, because there is an example with Modern Warfare 2 as well, in regards to reload animations of all things.
I hate people that complain about reload animations being shared or whatever. It's like, whatever. Like it's like you really noticed them.
Yeah, and I suppose granted, Infinity Ward apparently said that they have made a lot of the reload animations for some of the returning guns somewhat different. But I don't know, like me personally, I'm like, I mean, they could literally reuse reload animations from COD 4. I wouldn't care, because that's just, I mean, that's one of those things where I don't understand why it has to be new.
Oh gosh, everything is taking so long to load in.
Yep. Classic Caldera.
Yeah.
Ow, 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 what? Oh. Yeah, the dinner plate gun.
This is the Gulag.
That's why I stood no
Survive
this,
this, and you get to redeploy. Fight your way out.
Same gun in the Gulag, really?
Lose, and you're finished. Prove you can still fight, soldier.
Ah, nope, I'm on the ground. I didn't want to be on the ground.
Now,
Ah.
Ah, no, he got me.
your ass kicked.
And he was just running around in his spawn. I don't know what he was doing.
Your team can still buy you back if they have the cash.
I was just throwing grenades.
Ah. Yeah, again, of all the points of interest to bring back, Storage Town, really?
Yeah, apparently a lot of people like Storage Town. I don't understand
I don't.
how or why. I mean, like, Storage Town wars are apparently a thing. At least when if you play Plunder. But I don't know. I've never understood people's fascination with Storage Town. And oh my gosh, what's going on here?
What?
Oh, okay, you're not seeing it. So, a rando was throwing out Halloween candy to two others, and they were just jumping around. It was something.
Okay.
Everyone's in the safe zone.
Halloween candy.
Oh! Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
That actually worked! Okay. I got a team wipe. I will not question it and just accept this outcome.
I say that a lot too.
Okay, I need cash and lots of it. Okay. Someone over there knows that there was something going on. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, yep. Nope, missed. Ah, come on.
Learn from the loss and come back stronger.
Did it kind of look like he was tracking me that entire time?
I was a little surprised he knew you had jumped to the other roof, actually.
Well, I mean, because it's possible that he could have seen my parachute because they're big and obvious. But then, like, he immediately saw me on the ladder. Well, I mean, you know, he saw me on the ladder. But then, like, when I was on the roof, it seemed like his reticle followed me across the roof, and then, like, because he like immediately had a bead on me once I poked my head over the top. I don't know. It could have just been a PC player on mouse and keyboard. And so he was predicting my movements, which happens, but
Yeah, that's also possible, I guess.
But it did kind of seem like maybe he was alone and he got our rando pretty quickly. So I don't know. I know Ricochet is supposed to work, and it does a lot of the time. It seems like, but it seems like they also still miss a lot of cheaters at the same time. So
Yeah, I don't. I mean, no system is foolproof, so I'm
nah.
not surprised. Or I wouldn't be surprised. But at the very least, it seems to be working better than whatever.
No anti-cheat.
Yeah. Except for that really weird time when people would, or hackers would get into cars and they would fly around with them or whatever it was.
I have such good footage of that.
I'm actually a little miffed it never happened to me because it would have made for great footage, but no.
I kid you not. That was like the second match of Caldera I played.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It was late at night. I was running around and then suddenly flying car. I'm like, what in the Mary Poppins is going on right now?
You'll be entering the field.
I could not believe it. And I was like, Ricochet, working exactly as intended.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Yeah, I'll eventually get around to releasing that footage. I actually have like a video partially made. I just need more Caldera footage to pair with it because I put all my Kong versus Godzilla stuff in one video.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was kind of planning on, like just combining the two, but then I looked at it and I'm like, you know what? I've kind of got enough Kong vs. Godzilla footage for the whole video here, so might as well.
I think it also worked well as a bit of like, as a piggyback to the video you had before. That was, let's reminisce about Verdansk, and then.
And here's what we've got now.
Yeah.
Get to the safe zone. Heads up, lads. Cash drop inbound. Secure the cargo.
Does anyone use this?
So I saw Storage Town. Power plant seems like it's old. I don't really know what other than Storage Town is something that they put back in.
It's only Storage Town, at least as far as a big and named point of interest.
Oh, okay.
Most of the stuff they added this season was smaller ones that are unnamed around the map.
Hmm. So you really have to look for them to realize, I remember this place. Okay.
And even then, I'm not entirely sure if all of them are callbacks as well. I don't remember if that was stated or not. I only know that, Storage Town is a very specific one.
Yeah.
But as for the other micro ones, I actually don't know if it's supposed to be...
Ah!
Oh! Excuse me, sir. That's a war crime.
Yeah.
Supply box. Secure that position.
I'm just like, hey, what's that noise? And I turn around and I use the the rotate camera view, and I just see a plane diving right for me.
Targets in the AO. Next objective updated. Contract updated. New objective.
I love how
identified.
calm you were about that. Like, excuse me, sir. That's a. No panic. You just went total. I would like to see your manager mode.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't gunning for me, so I didn't really have a reason to panic. It was just, oh, I'm seeing a plane that's going after Prentice. Okay.
Gas is inbound. Contract accepted. Supplies on the road.
Oh, plane, plane.
Speaking of planes,
Oh, great.
money fight.
Radar jammer online.
Oh, he gave the money now.
Good.
Got a loadout drop inbound. Enemy vehicle.
I guess there's people over there.
Come on, let me pick up my loadout.
Okay, I hate that. Since Caldera's been a thing, whenever you get your loadout now, when you like spawn in the
Contract failed.
opposite direction of where you're facing. It's very annoying.
Does anyone use it?
Also
It's like
another,
a lag thing.
yeah, another somewhat annoying change they made this season actually is that you know how it used to be that you would, like when you load into a game, you select, ow, ow, ooh, ooh, planes,
Yeah.
plane.
I have like no armor. Oh,
The-
plane versus plane.
Enemy vehicle.
Oh, we got ourselves a dogfight.
Oh wow.
Flaming throwing knife. Like it used to work that whenever you load into a match, you pick one loadout, and that one will be the one that's, immediately ready for a button click when you get to the loadout. But now it's always the whichever one is at the top that's predeterminedly selected, or whatever the phrase would be. So that's a little annoying.
Moving. Movement. Movement. Disregard that.
Okay, Ghost is like way ahead of us now.
Oh, it's just back outside.
Does anyone need this?
Danke.
It's helpful at least.
Positive ID
Yeah,
on the bounty
it's a very
target.
helpful
Let's make this
random.
quick.
No, our bounty's the plane, I
Oh no.
think. Yeah, our bounty's the plane.
I just saw the symbol and was like, oh, he's very close, and then I see the plane flying from that direction. Like, oh no, please tell me it's not. Yep, it's him.
Enemy vehicle.
Oh, speed boost.
Enemy UAV active.
I am speed.
Ooh, I hear thunder.
Send them up.
So it rained last night, speaking of thunder, like over
Gas
in
is
our
closing
town,
in.
but not at our
Relocating
house.
the safe zone.
Welcome to weather in the Midwest.
I hate it.
Oh gosh, we really gotta book it.
Allied UAV, enemy UAV active.
I don't have money to afford anything.
Hostile.
Whoop. Man, you guys have just left me in the dust.
Oh, seems we have.
Enemies in the area.
What's with me just being left behind today?
I don't know.
Careful, smoke.
There we go. I'm caught up.
Gas is inbound.
That's good. Right. If a plane comes back, I have this big machine gun.
Good.
Get to the safe
Hopefully
zone.
we'll put a dent in it. Our loadout is below the map.
Is it? Oh no.
Yep.
That's a good
Because
thing.
I'm
I've
literally
already-
standing on
really-
where it should be, but it's below the
Oh,
map.
I see it. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Phantom loadout. Whoa! Plane's back. This thing that was marked.
Contract failed. Your time ran
Gain
out.
a gulag entry. What the heck does that mean?
Enemy
Oh yeah,
UAV
that's a
active.
new thing, apparently. I think it's essentially if you get it, you get another gulag chance when you
Oh.
die. I think that's how it's supposed
Oh,
to
I already.
work.
Oh. So if you go to the gulag and you lose, then and you come back, or if you go to the gulag, win, come back, or you get bought back, then you could pick this up and then it'll allow you to go. Because I'm trying to pick it up and it won't let me because I haven't been to the gulag yet.
That could be why. Let's see. I went to the No, wait, I haven't went.
Enemies in the area.
No, I haven't gone to the gulag either. Yeah, gain a gulag entry. I think that token was added in season 3, but that season I pretty much didn't play regular battle royale in favor of the Kong event. I have no clue who got me.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Oh, someone threw a.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're okay.
Hey,
Oh,
running.
behind you!
Yeah. He was on the roof. How did he get on the roof?
Very good question.
You're in a gulag now.
Well,
Survive to earn
guess it's
redeployment.
gulag time.
Get ready to tussle. You're on. Your teammate has failed. They're sent back to base. Win here and you return to the battlefield. Lose and your fight is over. Prove you can still fight, soldier.
Okay. I'm pelting him with rocks. He's right in front of you.
I see him.
I hit him again. He's going to be on your right slightly, and you got,
Got him.
Good.
Stand by for redeployment.
I didn't have a great angle. Yeah, they've kind of ruined Gulag slowly but surely.
Yep. What the heck? Sabotage. Oh, that's a new one.
Marking new safe zone. Teammate redeploying
Ha!
to
Dinner
the
plate.
Nice.
He was just.
Oh,
he was just.
Thank you, fire.
Just scraping back in
Enemy
his spawn.
high-value vehicle marked.
ow, what? What?
Mark the buy station. Heading this
There you
way.
are. Oh, and that's a loadout crate that just got called in, so there's people there. Crate over there.
I'll take that.
One good change about the Gulag is that now they give you the weapon you were fighting with. So
Yep.
if you end up with a dinner plate gun, then
Then you got a head start.
yeah. It's better than just coming in with a pistol. Oh, and we lost our rando. Someone just called me again.
We care. Beautiful.
This is out. Oh no, it's not. It's another room. Oh, in another room. Come on, give me money. Oh, good money. I need 500 more for you. Ooh, there's a basement. Oh, it's a walkout basement. Oh wait.
Ah, there's an entrance. Maybe?
Oh, you've got to be joking. I am being tracked. All right.
Oh, shoot.
Well, how? No. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
Oh no, oh no. You're...
Well, it's that's not. No, it's flip flop from what it's saying it is. Ah. Because it was saying L to accelerate, R to take off. But no, the way it was acting, it was L to take off and R to accelerate. It makes no
That's
sense.
weird. I know the up and down was messed up for me when I first tried, hence hence some of those awkward clips in that Warzone video. Of me not even being able to take off. Let's see, dropping in. And I'm giving you a
Oh, and you were
UAV.
cheap too because it was a fire sale.
Oh,
Ow, 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 ow,
oh,
ow.
plane.
Yeah, ow. Oh, he rendezvoused me, he kamikazed me.
Oh no!
The enemy won this battle.
I died.
We'll be back to finish the war.
Oh,
Yeah, he totally
was
just kamikazed me.
lasering me.
He threw the plane into me and killed me. What a cheap move.
Wow.
I hate to end on that, but I think I need to be going.
Aw.
That's fine. We have been going for a while. So yeah, that was season 4 of Warzone. Mercenaries of Fortune. I don't know why they're going with this
Because it's a war crime.
subtitles.
They're just making it up as they go along.
I don't know what the thing is with having titles for seasons now. Like, Warzone has had a few ones since Vanguard. 2042 has one. 0 Hour. Apex Legends have had titles for each season.
I thought you meant Warzone specifically, because I'm like, well, do you really want to be saying that this is Warzone Season 4 again? So giving it a title kind of makes sense at this point, but... Yeah, no, it is interesting that for a while everyone was just going Season 1, Season 2, and now, yeah, they do have a lot of subtitles.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, that was more Warzone. We checked out the new and improved question mark version of Caldera. Didn't seem any different to me, at least where we were.
Yeah, just in my brief experience there, I don't think it was much better.
Yeah, granted, as you said, most of the changes are on a more smaller level, so you kind of have to almost go out of your way to find them. So, but on the brighter side, we had a really fun new map. So that's something. So yeah, that's it for this weekend. I will be back next weekend with. I'm a little unsure since it's a bit of an odd weekend, but at the very least, I should be able to get another Skyrim stream done, continuing the Dawnguard DLC, which is very close to Vanguard in terms of naming, I realized a few hours ago. So that's at the very least what will be streamed, and of course you're gonna get spammed with more videos as noted.
Yay!
At the start of the stream, and you can also check out Prentice1215's YouTube channel. He's got some good stuff there as well, and some gaming videos as well. And
it kind of sounded like you're almost about to move, and he's got some great stuff there and some not so great stuff there.
Oh no!
What were you referring to in particular?
Oh, I was just referring to the content in general. Got a couple of
we all know
stuff,
that.
but also
I knew what you meant.
The caliber of yours, Loka.
I wasn't even trying to imply that.
We both do things differently.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's good. So yeah, that's so you do check out Prentice's channel, who has also been here today. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. You can also follow me on Twitter at LokaCola. A link is in the description down below. And I swear I don't typically use the F word in my tweets, but it was only that one time. It was only that one time. I felt it was justified.
Why would you say French?
So yeah, until next time, fare thee well.